Hey guys, how you doing? It's Joe coming at you with another review, unprofessional review of a holster that I really love, and I'll get into that. But again, if this is the first time watching one of my videos, I mean, I don't have a bunch, but there's not going to be intros, edits, so it might run a little bit long. I might go on tangents here. It's not scripted. It's just kind of uncut. I'm not a professional reviewer. Nobody pays me, but hopefully the intent of these videos is to help people out when they're looking for holsters for concealed carry, because I had a hell of a time going through a bunch. So today's review is going to be about the G-Code Incog Eclipse for my Glock 43 with TLR-6. So I'll go ahead and show you. My last video was about the G-Code Stealth, which I love. That's for another handgun, my Shield. And I honestly, after I got the Glock 43, I don't really carry this that often, but this is a great holster as well. So all the stuff I talk about, I'll leave links below, but this is great. If this had an option for the TLR-6, I probably would have got this, because I do like this clip a whole lot. So let me show you the holster that I'm going to be telling you guys about today, and I'll show you what modifications I made to it to make it, I think, one of the best holsters in the market. So if you saw my last video, I like minimalist. I live in Southern California, so I wear a lot of clothes like this. Like, these are sweatpants. I wear board shorts. I wear, I have a regular day job, so I wear slacks, and I just need kind of I wanted an all around holster, and I think I actually found one, because this is great. So this is what I have it on right now. I can barely see it. I don't print at all. My frame is kind of small, so sometimes I have trouble appendix carrying, but this is what I prefer. But sometimes I do print if my shirt's going to be a little bit tighter, but you can't really tell. Not too many people in California have CCWs anyway, so it's not like they're looking for it. So I'm not too worried about printing. So this is the holster that I love, and I just like I don't know, this is preference. It has nothing to do with how the holster actually works, but I just like the sound of kind of like a Kydex. I'm not sure if this is Kydex inside, but it is their tactical fuzz inside, which is super comfortable, and they have options for this. Unlike their Stealth and Phenom series, both, I can't speak on the speed, I don't have one, but their Stealth, which I do have right here, super comfortable, but you don't have an option for the sweat guard. So this is a high guard. I don't mind it, but if I had a preference, I definitely would not go with no shirt guard, but I'd go with the mid. So this is kind of how the Glock 43 looks like with the mid. So with the high one, people kind of complain like, well, it pokes me and whatever, but if you're appendix carrying, it's not the most comfortable thing anyway. This is like the perfect setup. I do have a little belly fat now. I'm getting a little bit older, so if this is close and I'm reholstering, it does kind of pinch a little bit sometimes. That's why I would get some type of sweat guard. With the full, you're not going to get anything like that. So yeah, like the gardeners are here, so I don't know if you guys can hear that. But let's talk about this guy right here, the G-Code Incog Shadow Eclipse, and with the Mojo, the Moclaw, the new one. I have a little bit of cant on here, and you probably tell that this is not their clip. So I'll show you the original clip, and I'll tell you why I changed it out. So this is their original clip. So if it sits, it's gonna kind of push your belt goes through here, and your belt, as you cinch it, is gonna pull your weapon closer. So if this was on here and it's gonna be popping out like this because it's very aggressive too. So this is how much it pops out. So when you pull it in, the handle of the weapon is supposed to go closer to your body, which it does. If you use this with a belt, I think it works great. But even with the belt, this still pops out. I even tried like bending this back. It's so well made that it's not gonna bend back. So I actually switched it to my tier 1 clips right here, just the standard 5-hole clips. They're sturdy. They work really well. The screws go right in. I mean, I use the same screws. The hole placement's fine. It goes into this. There's a lot of different options. There's a slight cant to it, so when I'm wearing it, this goes into my body a little bit more. It kind of sits like this. And with a single clip, I prefer it over this one slightly because I don't know, I just feel like this prints a little bit more. Since I'm skinny, what ends up printing for me is my belt or the clip itself, not the weapon. So I'll put it on. So it goes in pretty good. If I'm gonna, it comes out right away. It's not even that tight. These sweats are kind of loose. It's gonna shift like this. I'm okay with that. This tactical fuzz does feel a lot better than Kydex, which I do have. Like I have a bunch. Tier 1. I like tier 1 too. I mean, these are great. But I would recommend change the clip, because if you're gonna be wearing other clothing like I do, and it's not gonna be just with the belt, then this is better all around. This works with the belt, works without a belt, works with sweats, board shorts. I mean, I could be wearing like board shorts and like a tank top and nobody will know I'm even carrying with this setup right here. Glock 43, and with this setup here, no issues getting it. It's just phenomenal. I mean, no print, zero whatsoever. Super, super, super comfortable. G-Code, awesome. The fit, oh my God, I mean the fit, it's so precise. I mean, it fits like a glove, and the video can't do it any justice. You just have to trust me. When you get it, there's no movement. It's a good fit. The retention's perfect how they sent it. There is a retention screw back here if you want to make it looser. It was good stock. To me, this is honestly, I think, until or if they give me the option for a mid here for the stealth, which is different because of the clip. First of all, right here, this clip, if they give me an option for a mid or no sweat guard and an option for a light, because I don't have a light on my shield, I probably would have got this because this is not as aggressive. I like the clip. This would be like 1B, my favorite holster. So also the tactical fuzz is inside as well, making it not as noisy, I guess, which isn't a big deal. But I just kind of like that. I don't know, it's just satisfying when you're reholstering. You kind of hear that and it doesn't fall off, but when you need it, it comes out right away. Clip does not get in the way, so where I placed it, boom, boom, it goes on, so it doesn't come out. It's pretty loose. I like my retention on the loose side. Nothing comes out right away. So I quite like this. I quite like this clip on this. I think it's perfect. I actually contacted G-Code and said, hey, if you could make a 5-hole version or a less aggressive version, and aggressive I mean, and it pops out so much that it's gonna, and it does its job. I mean, when you cinch up your belt, I mean, this thing does, if you could imagine this clip being on here, it pushes it back. So when it pushes it back, it's like pressed against your body, like zero printing, very minimal, super light. This tactical fuzz, I mean, I just love it. It doesn't absorb moisture, so it's not going to start being stinky. I guess if you needed to clean it, I guess just some water. I'm sure they have clear or care and maintenance videos or instructions on their website, but this mold is, and they do all their molds, G-Code does all their molds with actual firearms, not replicas, so there's no movement at all. It's quality. this is quality. And again, I mean, I've tried this. I've tried Tier 1 Xiphos for my 26. I like it. Cool. Again, mid guard I like is my preference. I actually inverted the claw because this is too aggressive for me. And I have kind of like my appendix set up for my 26 as well on this guy. But their clips are great. I used it. You could use other clips as well. But yeah, I mean, what this review is all about is pretty much the G-Code Incog Shadow Eclipse with TLR-6. Again, if they had the option, which I'm pretty sure they will in the future, in the near future, for the new Stealth and Speed series, Phenom series, they did not have an option for a TLR-6 holster. So, Incog Shadow Eclipse, actually, I'm actually really satisfied with the quality of this. My only gripe is a clip, but it depends what you're trying to go for. I wanted a holster for everything. So I could appendix carry this guy. I could wear it with anything. I could wear it with a suit. It's tuckable because it's a 5-hole clip. Their clip is tuckable as well, but it's just too aggressive for me, for my needs. But this might be perfect for you. So I could even do like a 330 on this guy, which I do sometimes. But just, I don't know, I started with 330 when I carried. It's fine. I just feel like drawing it is a lot harder for me. I like to have the firearm close as possible, right in front of me. People aren't usually looking here for your firearm. So when I do print, it'll be like a little bulge. I mean, you can't tell. But again, I live in a state where it's pretty hard to get a concealed carry depending on which county you live in. So people aren't going to be looking for it. Majority of the people don't even know what a CCW is. Even people who are all into guns, they don't even try applying because they know they can't get it. So again, I know a lot of tangents, but in my whole 10 subscribers, awesome. So many, but all of y'all that are watching this video, I've searched high and low for a lot, and you can see my other videos, I talked about them. I still have some of them, but this is my everyday holster, man. I mean, this is awesome. Different color options for the Moclaw. Just if they gave me an option for a clip like this, but if not, just order one on Tier 1 for like $5. It's like $5. It's great quality. It's the same clip that's on their other systems, like this guy here. It's the same exact clip. Super cheap. But you might like the one that G-Code sends you. I mean, I know plenty of people that like this, just how it is, and it goes on the same way. Just 2 screws right here, and you just pop it on. Moclaw, you do whatever cants, but like I said, this is the cant that I prefer. It's like a slight cant, so when I have it on, it'll be kind of sitting like this. So I like that because it gives this part of the firearm to not pop out as much, so it's kind of sitting like this. When I grab it, it's kind of at this angle. So it's preference, but as far as the holster, I mean, I have no complaints besides the clip, but that's just me. You guys might not have that issue whatsoever. But if you're out in the market looking for a holster, you tried a bunch and like, man, I just can't find the right holster, and it just really is one of those things. It's trial and error, and I've tried it, and I've spent the money, I've tried them, and this kind of wins it for me here. Well, for the Glock 43 specifically, but this one's supposed to fit the 43X. I'm actually getting a 43X soon. It's supposed to, a 43X is slightly longer, which is an issue for this, but it's slightly thicker. So I'm gonna try to see how that's gonna work out here. But I'm gonna try it, and so if it does fit, then wow, I have one holster for 2 firearms. So this for super concealed carry. this is my everyday carry anyway, the 43. I leave home with that every day. I have options, the Shield, the 26. I have a 380, a SIG P238. But this is what I leave home with. Usually with an 8-rounder here. But once I get the 43X, if it does fit this well, like this does, I'll probably carry the 43X when I can because of the 10-round capacity. But I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, I get alerted for, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but if you have questions about holsters, I know it's tough, I know it's frustrating sometimes, and it gets expensive, but I've done a lot of that, and I've tried a lot. I've tried them all, so not all, but I've tried the majority of the major brands, the ones that were recommended, and this is great. Tactical Fuzz, love it. So again, I'll leave the links to this particular holster in the comment section below in the description, and I'll leave the link for this clip too, because this is what I like. But it does come stock with this clip, which is really great as well too. Just depends what you want. But as far as the holster goes, might be the perfect holster for me, unless they give me an option for this holster, their Phenom series, which I love, for lights and sweat guard. So this is the one I probably would have gone with if they gave me the option for mid or no sweat guard and a light option, TLR or Streamlight, whatever you have. But yeah, these holsters are great, both of these. So Phenom Stealth here, and Incog Shadow Eclipse with TLR-6 for the Glock 43, both made by G-Code. Phenomenal fit. That's the last thing I'll say is the mold for these are just great. Customer service is great. You're gonna get good value with them. And not to take away from any other company, Tier 1 has been great. Tolster has been great. Concealment Express, all those other guys that have just straight Kydex. But comfort-wise, this does the job. Functionality, 10s all across the board, except for the clip. For me, I would switch it to the Tier 1 5-hole clip. $5, pretty fast shipping. Pops right back on here. You could switch it out, just unscrew it, put on the G-Code. This just works a lot better for me. But holster, you're not going to find another one in the market that has a better fit, functions as well, light, and is small. That's what I always go for. The smaller, like I don't use this a whole lot because it's just too much holster for me. And the way I dress, shorts, basketball shorts a lot. I mean, I'm gonna print. But depends on where you live, what your lifestyle is, your body type, the way you dress. All these factors come into play when you're looking for your holster. But this one right here is gonna be good. So if you guys have any questions, leave comments. I try to get to all of them. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that watch my videos, but hopefully this helps somebody out. Sorry for the long video. Fast forward through it, rewind through it. If you want to see more pictures or you have any questions, leave a comment. Thanks.